Well, lawsuits are underway in several states over the participation of transgender athletes in various sports. President Donald Trump recently signed executive orders that would take away protections for people who are transgender. People across the country and here locally have been vocal on all sides of the issue, including a recent Lucia Mar Unified School District board meeting.
I'm community reporter Carson Wells, and I was at that packed board meeting where more than 20 people spoke about a transgender student athlete at Arroyo Grande High School. I've spent the last week speaking with people who tell me that they're seeing an impact in their communities, and with the parents of the student at the center of this polarizing debate.
She's a really good kid and kind kid, and anyone who knows her is going to tell you that.
Hillary and Trevor's 16-year-old daughter came out as transgender her freshman year at Arroyo Grande High School. The parents expressed concern to me for their daughter's safety, so we agreed to only use the parent's first name in our report.
She did have a meeting with the student services director, and they set up a plan and talked about what it would look like for her to come out at school. Then when our daughter decided that that was what she wanted to do, we sent an email and the plan was implemented, and it was a very smooth process.
Now, nearing the end of her sophomore year, she is participating in track and field. It's a sport her parents say she's loved since middle school.
She's a sprinter and a jumper, so she's been doing 100, 200, 400, and long jump.
Her favorite ones are the relays, though,
Yes.
because then she's part of a team.
But not everyone feels this should be allowed. At least 50 people with opinions on the matter filled the most recent school board meeting. It opened up a conversation about not only the teen's participation in track and field, but also her ability to change in the girls' locker room and use the girls' restrooms.
I am calling you out on your current policy, a policy that makes my daughter and her female peers feel vulnerable, unsafe, unprotected by their school.
Adults like yourself made me and my peers feel like our own comfort was invalid, even though our privacy was and still is being completely violated.
Some of the speakers at that meeting say they can see both perspectives, but still feel the transgender athlete should not be in female spaces.
This is a terrible, terrible thing that all these children have to face. And being terrified, the transgender kids that are terrified in the locker room of their, biological choice is horrible. But then also girls being subjected to undressing in front of boys is also terrible.
The school district says basically its hands are tied. A spokesperson sent us an email stating that the district must follow both federal and state laws. I looked into this more and found California state law reads all students should, quote, be permitted to participate in sex-segregated school programs and activities, including athletic teams and competitions, and use facilities consistent with his or her gender identity irrespective of the gender listed on the pupil's records, end quote. Parents of the transgender athlete hope the other students will get the chance to know their daughter before jumping to conclusions.
The kids that have had a chance to get to know her, her identity as a trans youth falls away and becomes a secondary issue. And that's all we can ask for. Her being trans is the least interesting thing about her.
During public comment, Celeste, visibly upset, told board members that the trans athlete had watched her and other young women undress in the locker room. I reached out to the school district and they said that no complaints were made at the district level and any complaints at the high school level are thoroughly investigated. I'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates. In Arroyo Grande, Carson Wells, KSBY News.